We live. Shalawam, shalawam.
Shalawam.
Sister Juana, Sister Beverly, shalawam, sisters. How y'all doing? The water for that super sticker, sis. Appreciate that. Tonight, I'll let a couple come in. Let's see if we get a couple in here because we started a little earlier. Yeah, shalom, shalom, everybody. Shalom, shalom. Okay, tonight, the topic is they cause them to err. I would like to, I want to play this video right quick. Just a little bit of it. Okay. Now, in this video, this sister, she's she's with it to a certain degree. But I just wanted to show in this video how our leaders, so-called leaders, cause us to err. Okay. And yeah, we'll go from there. Hold on. Let me get this. That. Share screen. Here. Share. Can you see that other one?
Come.
Right. So just listen to us. Let me see if it's loud enough. See if y'all can hear it.
Hey, my wonderful sweet baby. So today I want to talk to you guys about Bishop O.C. Allen and Rashad Burgess and how they renewed their vows. So as you guys can see, this is a same-sex marriage and one of them is a pastor.
So as you can see, she said one of them is a pastor, right? And one is, look at it. He says he's a bishop. That's the title. Bishop O.C. Allen. How can you make yourself a bishop and you're going against the laws of God in the first place? That doesn't make sense whatsoever. These two men are supposed to be husbands, not husband and husband. Okay? This is how, as leaders, when people see you, children see you, men see you, they think that it's okay because you're in a leadership position. And this is what causes us to err. Because we have people that's in these high positions, right? In these high positions that's doing ungodly things, which is tearing the morality and everything else apart in Israel. We have no morals. We have no order. We have nothing because of things like this. Let's keep going.
People magazine decided to do a spread on them celebrating their 20 years of marriage. In that article, they actually stated that back when these two were actually married for the first time, they had complications because same-sex marriages were not really a thing. So now that they are able, they actually had a really nice and beautiful wedding, as you guys can see from the pictures.
Beautiful wedding.
What the hell? In Atlanta.
Listen to this woman, right? And, we talk about the sisters a little bit on here.
This is why. The women are the weak point. Not only do you accept it, you promote it, man.
I'm trying to get to that point. Exactly right, Ottawa. And when we discuss it, we're talking about the women in this world. A lot of Israeli women know that this is wrong, but this is a woman here that's promoting this mess. And listen, the woman is the one that's at the home. She's the one that's supposed to be raising the children. She's usually the one that come out the courthouse with the children. And she's promoting this, man. She's endorsing this. Now, I'm not saying that there's no men out here that don't endorse this, because there is, because they're some weak-minded men, but they've been raised by what? A lot of the women a lot of the times. So they have a soft spot for this mess. Okay?
So they pretty much were explaining that when...
Look at this mess, man. 20 years. 20 years of this mess. But I just wanted to share that.
You know what's funny? Is the fact that
stop sharing
they are soft on this mess. They are soft on this mess. But on the men that are trying to do right, going out there and being in the children's lives and being there for their kids, some of these women out here going hard body to destroy men. But this mess you accept. Nah.
God, fair use. Fair use. Fair use. That's right, sis.
Nah.
Yeah, this is, I mean, this is just one example. I could have just rolled a whole lot of videos out here. You see it in the news every day. Bishop T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, right? And there are so-called leaders as men, right? Our men that's old are supposed to be our leaders in our neighborhoods. All you see is what? Negativity, gay stuff, adultery, beating up women. I mean, it's all kind of stuff that's going on. But our women are endorsing this, and I can't. It's messed up. Because it trickles down to the men, because the men follow after the women instead of the women following after the men follow after the women now. In order to get some brownie points. I don't, you know, this is crazy. But give me Proverbs 1 out of 1. I started with this chapter a lot, but we're going to keep going down a little bit because it has a lot of
Proverbs chapter 1.
Go ahead.
1.
Go ahead.
Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
To know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion.
Mm-hmm.
A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
Wise counsel. Is this wise counsel? This is not wise counsel. This is against the Most High. Most High don't want nothing to do with this. But he got himself called a bishop and teaching in a church where our people are at. Because we love the church. And all they're doing is destroying them even more. False prophets. Keep reading on one.
To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings.
Keep going.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Instruction is the commandments. They despise that. That's why we can't get nowhere. We can't get ahead. Because they despise the knowledge and understanding of the scriptures. Because they got what? False prophets.
Let me read this, right? This is 1 Timothy 3:2. A bishop then must be what? Blameless. The husband of one wife. Vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to a hospitality, apt to teach. Is that man who's a bishop, is he apt to teach? Is he blameless? Is he the husband of a wife?
Come on. And I know he's read the New Testament because you know they love the New Testament.
Yeah,
And the people in the church, they're supposed to be reading the New Testament. And I'm sure they saw that stuff in
they
there.
go into that Pauline doctrine hard body.
Right.
They go into John hard body.
Right.
But
don't you can't be blaming people. So you can't be this. You can't, man. Come on now. Most High says judge righteously. Righteous judgment. Period. I want you to go down to 13. Start at 13.
verse 13. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil.
Mm-hmm.
Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse.
Let's have one purse. One accord. Keep going.
My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path.
Don't walk with them. We talking about sinners here. Don't walk with them. Read.
For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood.
They make haste to shed blood. Shedding blood physically, and shedding blood meaning iniquity. Right? They're going to keep you in sin. Right? Go down to 19 out of 1.
Verse 19. So are the ways of every one that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
That's where I wanted to get to. Because these false teachers and false prophets are usually greedy of gain. Right? They want money. Monetary. Right? It says in 15. Let's go up to 15. It says, my son, walk not thou in the ways with them. Refrain from thy foot from their path. Revelations 18 and 1. Let me get that. He said, don't walk with them. The Most High says, don't walk with these sinners. If you see a man that's greedy for gain, which they are, that's basically what it is. Because guess what? Being gay is a fad now. You know? It's a fad now. All these men want to be gay. So guess what? When they see that, they're going to go to those churches. They're going to go to those churches. And they're going to be accepted in those churches.
I mean, what does Romans 1 say? The Most High gave him up to vile affection. So if Most High gave him up and they regrouped themselves, hopefully many of those people will repent from that lifestyle and come back to the Lord. Or the alternative is death.
It's death.
Because they're going to be all together in the same spot. And, you know, Most High has many weapons at his disposal.
God. In the end of that chapter, right? It's talking about those who accept that lifestyle.
I mean, those that accept that lifestyle, you also in league. You walking with them, you laughing with them, going to dinner, breaking bread, doing all of that. Fine. You in the midst, you ain't saying nothing. You going down with them.
What do Isaiah, the 13th or 14th chapter says? For those that are found with them, will be thrust through.
Isaiah 13, verse 14. And it shall be as the chased robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. Because you remember, Moses went and left the other sheep, 299, whatever number it was, to go get that one that left.
That's right.
The herd. But here it says, and it shall be as a chased robe, as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man take turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
That's right. If you sitting there talking about, just leave them alone. Ain't nothing wrong with, they love each other. All this craziness. You know what I'm saying? That is out of order, man. The Most High is going to destroy you and them.
That's not even the end of the verse. Verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces for their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished.
You got to remember, this book is a two-edged sword. It's going to cut us as Israelites, because this book is our book. Even though we go on the street and we use it for other nations, it's for us first. We have to look at ourselves first. It's going to cut us first. Period. So give me Revelations 18. I just want to get that right quick.
Revelations chapter 18.
Start at 1.
Verse 1.
And then go down to 6.
And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen. It's fallen and it's become the habitation of devils.
Habitation of devils, right? Babylon. This is Babylon. This is Sister Babylon. America is Sister Babylon. Right? It's an habitation of devils, deceivers. Our people who have been deceived is now teaching deceiving things. To say that it's okay because Obama said, oh, it's okay. It's come on out the closet.
You remember what his last act was? He did two acts before he left office. He brought all the sexes in one bathroom, and he passed a bill to pay gay people for reparations. 60, I think it was $1 billion.
God.
These homosexuals getting checks.
Yeah.
Now, you have not only a wicked incentive, you have a monetary incentives.
God. And the thing about it is, the women accept it.
I've seen it.
The women accept this behavior.
I've seen it, Lord. I've seen it. And I told him, yo, you allow that man to walk that way and to be that way. You're next to him. You're supposed to be speaking reason. You're the last line of defense. If you're in the house and somebody comes to rob you and your family or his family, you want a man to be at the front door, right? But at the end of the day, if a man go off, you want that woman to be that voice of reason. It's in scripture. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, it's in scripture.
Yeah.
To be that voice of reason, to bring him back. Be like, yo, nah, don't do that. That's against the law. That's against the laws of Moses. Don't do that.
Right.
In the midst of anger, you might do something, but your wife is supposed to hold you down like, nah, don't do that. A good woman like, nah, I know how you feel it, but you got to let it go. But these women walking around and allowing it and supporting it and even funding it. BLM, she was funding it, giving money away.
Because ladies, you are in a leadership position now because our men are on the backside of things. So, and remember, I know the Israelite sisters know things. They know better. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking to the world. So, if you've been in that leadership position, you have to tell your son, no. You're not supposed to be. Oh, my computer messing up. You're not supposed to be a part of that lifestyle. You're supposed to check him. But guess what? Most mothers, oh, he'll grow out of it. Well, you're supposed to check that at the door when he's young. Because a lot of young young boys be switching and swaying and acting feminine, crying all the time. I remember I used to get my butt whooped by my brother and my mother.
Yep.
Crying all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm a Levite. I'm a Levite. You know what that means. Yo, you came home with an earring in your ear. It could be a magnetic one. It could be a piercing. Like, yo, where you coming in with that for?
Right.
Where you got that from? Wait a minute. You ain't coming in with that in my house. Nah.
That's right.
My father is the type of dude, you walk in front of him, and for some reason you start to change your walk. Be like, what's wrong with you? You understand the mentality? Like, yo, why are you walking that way? Why you moving that way? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What got into your head? What, our women don't do that, and the men don't do it.
Our men, he'll grow out of that. No, he won't grow out of it. If you don't check it at the door, he's not gonna grow out of it. He's gonna have gay tendencies. That's just what it is. But read down, other one. I want to get so far.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen. It's fallen and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
That's right. Read on.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
So let me say this. Some African countries ain't having it. But the majority of the world, even the Islamic world, is accepting homosexuality.
There was, I don't know which country it is. If I got a minute, I could find it. But there was a prince in a country who had hotels and stuff like that. He said he decreed that no homosexuals is allowed in his hotels. No, I'm not accepting y'all. Right? Now, George Clooney, you're not even living in a man's country. But from the U.S., you say, oh, you shouldn't do that, blah, blah, blah. Like, yo, that prince said, yo, you're not living here, man.
Yep, put pressure on.
You don't make the rules in my country. We ain't getting down with your homosexual agenda.
No.
And a lot of countries are following suit. Hungary, they're not gonna lay down with Babylon and fornicate with her. They're not doing that. Like, nah, we're not accepting feminism. We're not accepting women's studies. None of that. That's dead. That ain't coming.
They checking the women. Like our sisters went over there to Saudi Arabia, whatever, and she got put in prison for being loud and rambunctious and acting a fool, which is crazy. But there are still some Islam that is, shaky. There is. That's, you always have, like in Africa, there is some shakiness too. Everywhere you go in each country, I mean, there's going to be some shakiness. There's going to be some gay people over there. It's just the way it is. It's spread out. Like, everybody here ain't gay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here ain't gay. It's just in certain pockets.
I won't be vulgar for a minute. With the amount of beautiful sisters out here. How? It don't make no sense. How? How does that spirit swim and meshes his way?
God. Yeah. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you're frozen.
Yeah, come. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
See that? Come out of her, my people, so you won't be partakers of her sins. Okay? Read on.
For her sins have reached unto heaven. And God hath remembered her iniquities. This is the part that I like. reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill her to her double.
See that? Now, how you gonna fill her to her double? How? If you join to her, like we just got done reading. People, it's this love doctrine, it's this love thing out here. See? Love, 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 love. Love these nations, love these people. Because you know why? They're greedy for gain. Everything is about money these days, man. It don't matter what it is, it's about money.
I mean,
I'm
now
gonna be down for this because I'm gonna get this money. It's the root. Money is the root. Money ain't even, it's the root of it. And the root is be gay.
At this point, at first, people were willing to do anything. Like it was a figurative speech to lie down with anybody to make money. Now it's literal.
Literal. Flat out. Just like a whore. They whoring you out. They pimping you. This is what the Most High is saying right here. Habitation of devils. Right?
Huh.
Go to Jeremiah. I want to Jeremiah 23. Because there's a part 2 to this. Jeremiah 23.
Okay, let me see.
Start at verse 1. Or 1 and 2. Jeremiah 23, verse 1 and 2. I want.
Jeremiah 23, verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings.
See that? Now, go back to 1 again, I want.
Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture.
So woe to you pastors that's out here that's destroying and scattering the sheep. And you know what you're doing. Jamal Bryant, this pastor down in Atlanta, talking about he wants to grow weed. You trying to say, I'm going to grow weed because people need it for this and that. I know what you're growing it for. We know what you're growing it for. You're growing it to sell it and smoke it. And you're going to have a little stash in your house too. You probably do already. You probably smoking it already. That's for real though.
Yeah.
That's why he want to do it. Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with it. It's an herb. Talking like the rest of these cats out here. It's an herb.
Look at
yeah, but an herb, you don't smoke a herb. You eat a herb. That's it.
I look at it this way, right? You ever heard of the term, like it's a TV show, but it's called Mind Hunters, right? They hunt criminals, basically. It's like the beginnings of FBI, the CIA, whatever. The beginning of profiling, right? But as Black people, we've been profiled since the beginning.
That's right. Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But what I'm trying to say is these people hunt other people's minds to destroy it. Meanwhile, we're trying to plant, we're trying to, you know.
Yeah, that's and it's our people that's doing it. It's our people that's hunting our own people.
In the midst of our people, we got people that trying to put their hands to the plow. Yo, there's a lot of work to be done, like how Shah said, but not enough hands. And you have dudes in our people, in our community, going out there actively looking a way to destroy our people and make money on.
Just make money off of. Just like a drug dealer.
Even a drug dealer. At least there's a certain amount of entrepreneurship You could talk to that dude and recover and be like, yo, you can't do that. Yo, you could use that entrepreneurship that you do for drug dealing. You know logistics. You know your neighborhood. You know your demographic. You know your market. You know how to cut the stuff and sell it to make a profit. You know all of that. Just switch the item you're doing business with. You're selling, like you could sell, I don't know, soap, beer bomb, anything. You could turn that man. But a person that's out there walking and saying, yo, I want to turn my people into homosexuals.
Yeah. And the pastor got a gift of gab. They do. A pastor is like a pimp, a gift of gab. You have a talent to talk. You have a talent to persuade. You have that talent, right? People look up to you, so you could switch that too into anything positive. You can take your talent that the Most High gave you and switch it to something positive, but you're taking what the Most High gave you,
yes,
and turn it into something negative,
evil, like
something evil, flat out. But give me verse 9, I want 9 and 12.
Verse
9 and 12.
Mine heart within me is broken because of the prophets. All my bones shake, and I am like a drunken man, and like a man whom wine have overcome, because of the Lord and because of the words of his holiness.
Holiness, Jeremiah.
Wickedness. For the land is full of adulterers.
The land is full of what?
Of adulterers.
Does that not sound like us today? The land is full of adultery. You got pastors sleeping with men's wives.
How many of them get caught in Motel 6s?
All the time.
Oh, come on.
This is what the book's saying. You can't tell me this book ain't true. This book is true. Read 9 again, I don't want.
For the land is full of adulterers.
Oh, start from 9 to top.
Mine heart within me is broken because of the prophets.
Because of the prophets. The prophets are committing adultery. Flat out, man. Because you're the leader. And what you show, you bring it down to the people. People look at you and think, okay, the prophets is doing it, the priest is doing it. Why not? I can do it too then. And just go to the Lord and ask for forgiveness. This is what you're showing people. You are a leader. You're not supposed to do that. You call the people to err. That's what you're doing. Err meaning error. You call the people to error.
You know what's wicked about them doing this is in the scriptures, in Wisdom of Solomon, I believe, chapter 15, it speaks on spiritual fornication. That's worshiping other gods, worshiping other deities, and doing things that are against the law. Yeah. But in this instance, you're telling people by your actions, homosexuality or whatever I'm doing is all right. Because I can absolve you. Even though what I'm doing is dirty, I can absolve you doing the dirt. Like, no, you can't. And on top of that, people don't understand. Like, technically, you're putting that man ahead of the Most High. You made him your God. You tell him anything, and he tells you anything, you accept it, like the Pope in Vatican. And you accept it, and you like, oh, it's cool, I could do it. Wait a minute. No, the scriptures tell you different. We're going to believe the scriptures who help our people from the beginning, even though it was in slavery, dealing with the Persians, the Medes, the Greeks, the Romans, all these other nations. Most High sent people to get us out of it. But when the leadership is telling you to commit unknowingly, knowingly or unknowingly, to commit sin that you don't know that you're committing, to lead you into a ditch, like A.O.C said, man, you are wicked, man.
And the thing about it, you're supposed to be a student of this book. So you're supposed to know the Old Testament and the New Testament, all the way through this. Even though if you don't even believe in the Apocrypha, you're supposed to know this.
But instead,
right?
As a pastor, you're saying, I brought you the anti-life equation. Homosexual and kill yourself. Like, come on.
It's just, keep reading on that. I don't want to just go from 9 on down again. I'm sorry.
Mine heart within me is broken because the prophets, all my bones shake. I am like a drunken man, and like a man who wine have overcome, because of the Lord and because of the words of his holiness. For the land is full of adulterers. For because of swearing, the land mourneth.
See, the land mourneth. How can the land mourneth? It's not, listen. When you look at this book is about metaphors, about speaking in parables.
Good. You know what's amazing? It says, for the land is full of adulterers, because of swearing, the land mourneth. Now, I believe anybody that watch Shaw Nathaniel on the Shabbat, he'll tell you there's certain plants that grow only around Israel. There's a purpose for that. And there's even a proof of that. There's a mushroom that grows in Haiti and it cannot be found anywhere else.
Right.
That's a fact. It makes the rice black. In Haitian language, it's called jonjon. It's like a mushroom that you cook, and then with the rice, and then it makes it black. But that particular plant does not grow anywhere around the world except in Haiti.
Okay.
So people have to understand, and when it says that the land mourneth, it really mourns, which is why when Cain killed Abel, he said, "You won't be able to tell the land no more. His hand was cursed." But
it's like a polar bear. Polar bear you don't find that everywhere, would you?
No. Come on, man. You have to go at the North Pole to see that.
God.
That God.
So like I said, the Bible is like a two-edged sword. It's like a two-edged sword. It's talking about Israel, and it's talking about the land itself. Period. So let's go.
For the land is full of adulterers. For because of swearing, the land mourneth. The pleasant places of the wilderness are dried up, and their course is evil. Their force is not right.
Read on.
For both prophet and priests are profane.
Is that not today? For both prophet and priests is profane. I seen this video on YouTube, right? This guy called himself a prophet. He was trying to tell somebody their future. And guess what? The man said, "No, that's not me. I don't know who you talking about." He's trying to prophesy this man's future. Called himself a prophet, trying to prophesy the future. This is not me. They're profane, man. They're liars. If you're not speaking according to this word, right? If you're not speaking according to this word, give me that, Shalawam. Isaiah 8:20. Isaiah 8:20. Classic scripture right here.
Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
That's right. There's no light in these men. What is the light? Proverbs 6:23 right quick, for those who don't know. Right? There's no light in these people. Period.
Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp. The law is light.
See, the law is light. They're not speaking according to the law. Because they don't believe in the law. You can't do the law. It's too many laws. This and that. A bunch of lies, a bunch of false prophets, man. The Most High sent His Son, right, to forgive us from our sins. When Christ came, He said, look, I did not come to destroy the law or the prophets. Who was He talking about with the prophets? Of old times, which is the law. I did not come to destroy the prophets.
Man, Yahushua was a finesse brother. Finesse, boy. He was saying, he was speaking of spiritually, physically. Like, I ain't come to hurt y'all, but underhandedly, I'm gonna hurt y'all. Y'all not doing it right.
Yeah, because it's bitter. This book is bitter. It's gonna cut you. The two-edged sword.
When you look at like the first I would say thing to eat that came out of the earth was what? It was herbs.
Herbs.
Fruits didn't come out till later.
Yeah.
Herbs came out first. I mean, it's good. Beginning of your life is not going to taste so good, man. Not going to taste so good. So this book, man, like you said, man, it's some bitter herbs, man. You got, and when you look at nature, what are some of the animals that eat vegetables that are the most powerful? Silverback gorilla, the elephant. Who messes with an elephant? Nobody don't joke from the elephant. Some people try to take selfies and they get smacked in the face by the elephant drunk.
But the thing about it is that bitter herb has what? The most nutrients in it.
It clears your nose too.
It has the most nutrition. Might be, or it might hurt, but it's good for you. Bible is bitter, but guess what? It's good for us. Most High says,
it's marrow to my bones.
God, it's good. What is good? What is good? Romans 7. What is good? The law is good. If you go by the law, listen, man, if we went by the law as a people, man, we'll be strong. This book is bitter, man. It's bitter. It'll cut you. Go down to 21 out of 1, 21 and 32. I'm going to go to 21 to 32.
Jeremiah?
Yep. It's lucky. 21, 32.
Jeremiah or Isaiah?
No, Jeremiah. Where we was at, 23.
Okay. 32.
I want to go to 21.
21.
21.
I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied.
See, the Most High haven't spoke to these people. But they put themselves up as what? I'm a bishop. I'm this, all these titles, I'm that. The Most High ain't put these men up here. Read on.
But if they had stood in my counsel,
if they stood in His counsel, what is His counsel? This right here.
His word, yeah.
This is His counsel. Read on.
And had caused my people to hear my words.
Hear my words. Where can you get His words from? The Bible. Read on.
Then they should have turned them from their evil way.
This is the only thing that's going to turn them from their evil ways. Because when you hit them with it, man, listen. Leviticus 20 and 13. You can't be gay, bro. Bro, Leviticus 11 chapter. You can't eat what you want to eat, bro. It might hurt you. But guess what? So what? So what? It's going to change you. And guess what? The Most High has a dietary law. He knows what the body needs. He made it. Stupid. So why in the heck are you still eating pork when he's telling you not to eat pork or not eat catfish and this and that? And you come with high blood pressure, right? All these different problems that you have.
I want a favor from the sisters that don't have husbands right now or being courted, and for the brothers, the same thing. Yo, the first time you go out with somebody, yo, watch what they order from the menu. Yo, they ordered that pork. Yo, you're like, you got to give them a chance to repent. Because yo, it's been known, brothers have given up the pork for the right woman. Sisters have given up the shrimp for the right man. But you got to give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? You can't be knocking them on the head every day. Just give them a chance. Now that amount of time you give them, that's up to you. But that's one of the first things you gotta do.
God. I mean, our people, if they really know God, he didn't put a new pig in America.
Good.
He didn't put a new pig here for you to eat and make it healthy. So how can you tell them that, oh no, man, pig is all right. It's okay. We can eat it.
Nah.
It's not. Listen, man. There's no new pig. The pig is here for a reason. To clean the earth.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. It's not for you to consume. Period. Don't you know they put different ingredients in the pig to make it taste that way? Pig is actually a nasty.
It's like this. This animal is so bad. Like, how much seasoning do you need to hide the enzymes and the worms, and like you got to put a lot of adobo, man. Adobo, a lot of sazon. You know what I'm saying?
All-purpose seasoning.
Sazon. You gotta
hot sauce.
You gotta put that joint in the fridge for 2 days. Like, that's too much work, man. That's too much work. That's taking energy. That's taking too much of my brain power to monitor. Like,
yeah, man. I mean, it's amazing how our people think. When you tell them, look, that swine is bad for you, brother. We're not just saying this to make you stay from that. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that it is actually bad for you. Ah, man, I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear that mess. But let's keep going, Adawan. Keep reading now, Adawan.
But verse 23.
Yep.
Am I a God at hand, saith the Lord, and not a God afar off?
Mm-hmm.
Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, saith the Lord?
Hold on. Read that again.
Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, saith the Lord?
Can anybody hide? You think they're not going to see me. Did Adam think that? Try to hide himself among the people? Come on, man. You can't hide yourself. The Most High sees it all. His eyes is, 30,000 times brighter than the sun or something like that?
Yeah, 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
You can't hide from the Most High.
Man, like,
he knows.
You hear this, man. Most High basically is like for all purpose, for respect to the Most High to be imagine, I would say Thanos, but with a good purpose. Like, he sees everything, man. Yo, I mean, come on, man. Yo, there are days when I was younger, I would do something, I knew it was off. Yo, that judgment came swift. Judgment came swift. Like, yo, I see you, bro. Like, you why? Yo, why you? Nah, you was doing good, man. You was bearable right now. How you went and going left? I got something for you.
Why do you think you can hide from the Most High when He is the creator of all. How can you hide from somebody that's the creator?
Man, listen. The most for anybody to
He
check.
owns the earth.
You ever had a ant farm where you see the ants moving in there, or
Yeah.
you've seen it?
Uh-huh.
We are ants, man. Most I see everything. You make a new street on the block. I know that. I knew that was coming. But people think that I could have them. Yo, you a looking glass to me. Like,
Good.
Anytime.
Good. I wish people could understand when you wake up in the morning, that's of God. I've known many people that have died in their sleep. They died. Thinking that they're going to get up in the morning and they're going to go out and do this and do that. No, brother, you did. And I'm like, wow, he died for real in his sleep? That lets you know that you don't have no position on this earth, period. The Most High is in charge, period. You need to fear the Most High. That's it. Read on, King.
Do not I feel heaven and earth, say the Lord? I have heard what the prophet said, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed.
I have what?
I have dreamed.
Who said that? Do anybody know who said that? Put it in the chat. Who said that mess? Now, he came to his senses later on down the road, but it was too late. You already done made your stamp and put your stamp on it. And you might have just been saying that just because, to try to cover up what you did. MLK. That's right. She said milk. Yeah, MLK. That's who said that. And everybody said, oh, he knew what he was doing, you know what I'm saying? Because later on he said this. No, the damage is done already, brother. And then we got pictures of you. We got pictures of your whereabouts and how you deal with certain things. We know you were scheming, going behind closed doors, doing what you're doing. It's out here now. We know. And look at us. Look what kind of situation this is. I have a dream. Your dream was BS. That's what it was, man. Because we was doing a whole lot better without this demon on our backs, man. No matter what, we had it poor. We didn't need. Listen, man, I live poor. I know about the rats and the roaches and junkies in the back, all that. I know that with a baseball bat and all that. I know that. I've lived that. But guess what? We weren't killing each other. We weren't doing the things that we was doing today. Getting high and all that craziness like that. I mean, we wasn't doing that like that. I mean, drugs been around for forever because we live here in America. But it wasn't as prevalent and it wasn't as bad. We had a neighborhood. But these false prophets then changed things and told us, yes, we need to join with Babylon and try to get as much as we can from them. That prosperity doctrine. Hell no. It's a lucky on my language, but hell no. The hell with this nation, man. Our people are screwed, man. It's all messed up. Period. Read on, King. Unless you want to say something. You got something to say?
No. How long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies?
See, he called them prophets, but I think he just telling them, that's their title. I'm a prophet, man. You ain't no prophet, bro. You done messed up our whole nation. with your lives, with your dreams. Because you determine on that title. If you're not speaking according to this word, you can't prophesy nothing. Period. Read on, King.
Yea, they are prophets of deceit of their own
They are
heart.
what?
They are prophets of deceit of their own heart.
Of their own heart, which is your mind. They prophets of deceit. You see it all day in the church. Then you go to marriage counseling and you speak, and you go to these fake pastors. They don't come out the Bible. They tell you, oh yeah, the man is the head of the house, but you're not supposed to do this with your wife and this and that. Then they start going towards the wife and trying to comfort her. Yeah, you comfort her, but you don't. The man is the head, and what he say goes. That's it. That's why he's the head of the house. That's why you're supposed to marry somebody that's knowledgeable in the truth, doing something that's, trying to be righteous with the Most High. Flat out. And your dad's supposed to be involved, all that. It's a whole thing here. But you got women out here that I'm just gonna go out and elope with a man. No, you can't do that. It's crazy. So it's gonna be a 2. It's gonna be a part 2. You want to say anything, I don't want?
No, I'm too wild.
Listen, I got so much more to discuss here. Okay. I want to get to the point where our healing process, I don't know, it might even be a 3. I don't know. Because when we come in this, certain topics make you,
come.
The spirit comes. You know what I'm saying? So next week, we're going to go through 2, right?
Okay.
Hopefully we see y'all. And Sister Wanda, don't be mad. Don't be mad. But anyway, I don't know. Anything else you want to say, Adam?
La, great class.
Come next week for the continuation. They cause us to err. And with that, I say all praise to the Most High power of Yahweh by Hashem, Hamashiach Yahushai, Shalawam.
Shalawam.
Sister Wanda, man.